If this message speaks to you, my beloved child, I ask that you share your faith by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. In the comment section, say that you love God by writing, "I almost love you, God." My love infant, I've seen every war you fought when no one was standing next to you. I saw how much pain you were in and how many nights you spent alone waiting for a sign that it would end. You felt alone, but I was really there, watching over you and carrying you until you could no longer stand. They didn't give you enough credit because they couldn't see what I saw inside you. They thought their words defined your worth, but I want you to know that their voices don't have any power over what I've said. Their plans are doomed to failure. I have already dismantled the plans they had in secret. You went through trials that should have hurt you, but here you are, steadfast, not because of your strength, but because my hand never left you. When doors slammed shut, I made a better path. When they turned around and faced you, I put angels around you. Every lie, every loss, and every turn down didn't go to waste. I used it to make you better and get you ready for what's to come. The victory they thought they had turned out to be a lie. The things they put out to hurt you are falling apart. The traps they set are catching them, and what they stole from you will be returned in ways that are beyond our understanding. Their expectation was that you would stay below them, but I'm lifting you so high that they might not even be able to see the person I'm making you into. However, I wasn't late when you asked me why I let certain things happen and why I didn't step in sooner. Currently, I permit those storms to occur without intervening, but solely to awaken you. You learned to be tougher than you thought you were. When everything else failed, you learned to believe me. You grew in ways you never thought possible, and now the season of persistence is breaking the chains that held you down, lifting the weight that was on you, and the sadness that stuck to you is fading, my child. Shortly, people who laughed at you will be able to watch in silence, unable to understand what I'm doing for your lives. I have seen what is unfair and counted every tear. I couldn't miss anything. After you asked if I heard your cries, I assured you that no one would remain unheard. Your pain didn't go away. It reached my throne, and I answered. Now the tables are turning. The people who plotted against you may feel my energy in your life. They will see that any plan made against you can't work. I will protect you. I fix things for you. I'm your guardian, your refuge, and your constant helper when things go wrong. I'm stopping this battle for you because you would rather not fight it. Keep your cool and watch what I do. Stay with me and watch how I ruin every plan. What was built against you might break apart right in front of your eyes. Those who mocked you might be silenced. People who took advantage of your kindness will still be around you, but I'm separating you from them. You were hidden for a reason. I kept you away from dangerous places where you could have died. I took you out of situations that seemed good on the outside but were actually full of harm on the inside. Some connections were broken because they weren't meant to come into your next season. Now is the time to rise and walk into what I have been preparing for you. It is time to be able to walk into the fulfillment of my promises. My words and actions for you are unstoppable. While everything around you told you not to be faithful, I saw you stay true to your partner. You could have given up, but you picked to trust me. Although you could have given up, you held on. And because you didn't give up and because you waited for me, the rewards are now being given out. There is no more putting things off, waiting, or not knowing what will happen. What was held back is now being let go. What seemed impossible is becoming possible, and what was stopped is now beginning. My child, you are about to enter a time when my desire will overpower you. You should stay focused, Keep your heart aligned with mine, and don't let anything pull you away. The enemy will try to make you doubt me, tell you lies, and question what I've said. But remember, I don't change my mind. My words don't come back empty. What I predicted will indeed come to pass. People who thought you were done will see the truth. People who thought you had nothing left will see that you have far more than they need. Those who believed they had everything they needed will discover they were never truly in control. I've been planning everything behind the scenes, and you're excellent. That's the best way to begin. What you see now is only the beginning of what I'm going to do. I'm swiftly transforming the situation, leaving you in awe of how swiftly everything unfolds. You might not recognize your story because I'm writing it in ways you never thought possible. I saw you hold on even though you wanted to give up. I've seen you keep going even though you were worn out. Now, my baby, I tell you, it's over for them. Those who believed they were in control are about to witness the unimaginable use of my energy. Be ready to live. Do not stop believing or trusting. The things you've been praying for, longing for, and anticipating are now unfolding gradually, guided by the rules beneath you as you progress. The floor you once thought might swallow you is now where I can set you up for victory. Regardless of the fearful path you took or the length of time you spent contemplating my plan, it was all worthwhile. Even the side trips are part of the masterpiece that is your future. You were on the edge of despair because you thought the horizon was the end, but I was building a way through what your eyes should see. You weren't left alone in the empty area. You were getting ready for a terrain that other people couldn't handle. Get through the silence. It seemed like you weren't forgetting about the holy place where I was working on your soul. See, the shadows that clung to you are gone, and my light is all around you. After reading this, you won't walk around unsure of where you're going. I'm fixing every road that was going the wrong way, filling every valley and lowering every mountain in your way. People who threw you out will be shocked when I raise you. The voices that tried to drown out my whispers for your heart will no longer be able to stop every attempt to weaken your reason, which is giving way to my divine will. The competition of men cannot change my firm order. Your perception of your loss became crystal clear. The doors that wouldn't open were never meant to be places where your calling could live. The individuals who departed were never intended to bear the burden of your pledge. The chances that got away from you would have easily taken your attention away from the giant part I've saved for you. Don't be sad about what has happened anymore. Let go of the need to know why certain things went wrong the way they did. As the master of time, I possess the unique ability to alter the seasons. What you thought was a delay turned out to be divine timing, lining you up with a moment that could not come a second too early or too late. Now pay attention, because the world around you is changing. The resistance that was weighing you down is going away, and the battles that seemed like they would never end are losing their grip. You are moving faster along a divine path. What used to take years will now only take days. The work of many seasons is finally paying off with an unmatched flood of fashion. Can you feel it? The chains of the beyond don't have any power over your future. The sounds of beyond failure were no longer heard. Your spirit doesn't know what it is. I'm calling you into what is and what will be. Disappointments are lifting off of me, and where they used to be, peace reigns. If you don't know what to do, you will find rest, and your steps will continue without doubt. I dress you in confidence that doesn't waver, bravery that doesn't back down, and a promise that doesn't change no matter what. Every obedience seed you planted out of faith is now growing, even if it looked like it wouldn't. The prayers that appeared unheard were gradually gathering before my throne. The whispers of your heart that you never heard words had been written in stone for all time. Not a single cry or plea from someone who is not married has been heard. Be vigilant as I unveil the secrets I've been concealing. I am releasing into your spirit the treasures of knowledge, the depths of revelation, and the mysteries that seemed impossible to reach. You can walk with wisdom, knowledge, and discernment beyond your years of partying. Beyond what humans can understand. I'm separating you now not to keep you alone, but to change you. You are being shaped into a vessel that can hold the weight of my presence. Miracles will no longer just be things you see, you will walk in them. You will no longer listen to what other people have to say. Your life will become one. Currently, I'm putting the right voices around you. Getting rid of connections that are just a bother is on my list. I'm putting together relationships with people who will keep you focused on the truth when the arena tries to blur your view. You won't be alone on this journey. People will be with you the whole time. These are anchors that will hold you down when life's winds try to blow you away. No longer be afraid of what you don't know. Don't fight where I'm taking you. You're entering a place where your faith will be tested, shown, and put on display, not just talked about. You will now experience what you look at about yourself. The meetings you want are no longer far away. They are happening right in front of you. Every trouble you thought to find you is falling apart. You don't have to keep the labels, identities, and words that others give you without understanding. I use your name to call you, and nothing can change that. I wrote something on your spirit. Your voice has authority, and just being around you changes the mood. Your prayers break down strongholds. Your faith has the power to overcome great obstacles. Not being important, being forgotten, or looking for approval doesn't mean you are. I have already marked you with mine. Move forward. Don't wait for permission. Don't hesitate, and don't live with uncertainties anymore. I've set you free in the fullness of what I said. Every second that led up to the event was spent training, and now the moment of revelation has come. Don't worry about their reviews anymore. Don't back down because of a competition anymore. Speak up and stop doubting yourself. I have strengthened you for this very moment. My anointing is on you, but it's not a temporary thing. It's always there to protect you. The dreams that seemed far away are now close at hand. The visions that seemed far away are becoming real, and the doors that seemed locked are now swinging open. The change isn't always just a leap forward. Sometimes it smiles. Expect the best. Walk in the truth. Speak with confidence, and be brave in your conversations. The heavens are responding. The earth is moving, and my promise is coming true right in front of your eyes. You chose to see something that has already moved, but your eyes are no longer fixed on what I've done. Your spirit can feel it. It can pick up on the shaking of change happening below the natural realm's floor. Every force you couldn't see that was working against you before is no longer there. I have irrevocably altered the trajectory of your journey. The place where despair used to hold you is no longer there. You are a captive. The ground beneath your feet is fresh and fertile, full of the potential of what I have planted in you. The landscape of your future is not empty, because I have tilled the ground with my hands to make sure that nothing but existence will grow. The weight of obstacles beyond your control has broken down the barriers that held you back. The ceilings that held you back were the limits that other people put up. They are no longer any of them. The depth of my provision goes on and on in front of you. Human expectations don't limit you, so you haven't even begun to see the full scope of what I have in store. What your mind sees is just a small part, a mere shadow of the greatness of what I'm revealing. But the horizon is the entrance to a reality so vast that it can't be explained by anything we know on Earth. I planned this season to be more than you could have imagined. I have unambiguous plans for you, free from any doubts or second thoughts. I don't perform without thinking, and I don't put off what has already been ordered. Your growth is happening just at the right time, not a second too soon, not a second too late. Every move, every second that passes, has been planned with divine precision. What seemed slow is now moving faster, and what seemed far away is now getting closer. There were whispers of doubt that said it would never happen, but the unmistakable sound of my decree shut them up. My words have more power than any force in the world. Your skills are getting better. I'm making it easier for you to obtain hold of. You are being stretched, shaped, and softened so that you are ready to walk in the depths of what I have prepared you for. This is not for struggle, but for mastery. What you used to perceive overwhelming will now seem normal to you because I'm giving you the tools to live out what I've promised you for your life. You don't have to worry about the competition that used to loom over you. It's just a shadow, an illusion trying to keep you from seeing what I've already won for you. No accusations, problems, or plans can harm the power I've bestowed upon you. I'm simplifying your decision-making process. Doubt and confusion will no longer paralyze you. As the winds change direction, they carry the scent of the future I have planned. Each breakthrough is uncharted, but I have walked ahead and made sure of every detail before you arrive. I move without hesitation, for I have meticulously planned every second with an accuracy that surpasses human comprehension. Your journey unfolds like a scroll, gradually unveiling layers of significance that initially eluded you. What was hidden in the dark is becoming clearer, with each part fitting into a plan that will last forever and can't be changed. This coming out doesn't always happen by accident, right? It was entirely my design, put together before the foundations of time were set in the area. The memories of past problems no longer tell you what to do. The rumors of doubt that used to surround your viewpoint have disappeared under the weight of my order. I have changed my plans. This is something that transcends the past and embodies a desire greater than what you have previously imagined. You're not going into familiar territory, though. You're going into the unknown, where my wonders live. The familiar may have also brought comfort, but I'm calling you into realms where your only reliance on me will keep you safe. It's difficult to tell which way this is going, but it's miles for sure. The herbal eye doesn't always see the vacation spot, but I already have it in my hand. No opposition can stop what I've started, and it won't take longer for what I've spoken to come true. My power is tremendous, and my word is unbreakable. What I started will see it through to the end without any problems. Nothing will obstruct my plan, and I won't alter what I've promised you. Your spirit knew about this change before your mind could fully grasp it. When you align yourself, it's not because of danger. It's the end of a divine sequence that's happening in perfect sync. What seemed scattered at first is now coming together into one clear fact. I'm improving your vision. The haze that was blocking your view is getting clearer. Where there was once confusion, there may now be fact. You can tell the difference between what's from me and what isn't by making your steps clear. They won't be guided by assumptions anymore, but by the promise of divine voices, mostly voices of distraction, are not being heard. Now the noise in the arena won't get in the way of your thinking. I am adjusting your hearing to ensure you can hear my whisper above the temporary noise. Every false story is being exposed, and every false effect is being taken apart. You will no longer be stuck in a state of uncertainty and waiting. The days of wondering when the big step forward will happen are over. It's not the season to put things off. It's the season to unfold. What was kept from people before is now being released. The stores of promise are opening and pouring out what was saved for this kind of time. There are now new doors where there used to be walls. The limits that held you back have been taken away. I am enlarging the area of your effect and the number of people it affects. You may pass by and walk through places that you thought were out of your reach before. You already have the knowledge you need for the next challenge. I've been building up your understanding layer by layer, getting you ready for what's to come. What people thought were normal days had actually been times when God guided them. You can now put your knowledge to use in situations where it will have an effect. The senses will naturally rise up. From now on, you won't doubt the skills I've found in you. You were not made to bend down. You were made to rise up. You were not made to stay hidden anymore. You were made to shine. No longer do you have to doubt yourself. Now is the time to be fully sure of yourself. All of the useful resources needed are already moving. You won't have to worry about not having enough for the adventure anymore. What seemed like a lack will now be overflowing. I'm making sure that each need is met by the right set of connections, opportunities, and paths, which are all coming together in divine order. Don't be afraid of what you don't know. I've already been down that path. The path may also look like it hasn't been taken before, but my footprints are already there, making sure to mark every flip. It's by far the strongest thing you can do to believe that it's not a threat. It's time to speed up. No more waiting for the right conditions or extra delays caused by outside factors. Now is the time. Things may progress swiftly, and opportunities may present themselves sooner than you anticipate. You are moving forward without any problems because heaven is behind you. People are writing down your name in places you have never been. As much as possible, please speak for me before you even get here. My anointing is having effects that go beyond what you can see and what you have planned. You will fulfill my instructions and overcome any potential herbal obstacles. The divine appears poised to reveal itself to you. What used to be hidden is now becoming clear. You have yearned to cling firmly to the insights you require, the path you have pursued, and the purpose behind your actions. Everything is aligning flawlessly. Seemingly disparate elements are forming a dynamic masterpiece. That is the moment that will define you, not because you tried, but because God planned it that way. You're not trying to be important. You're just doing what was meant to be done. The weight of the beyond seasons is lifting, and in its place, a robe of power is resting on you. The mountains in front of you are falling apart, and the problems that everyone thought were impossible are disappearing right in front of your eyes. You'll go through. Nothing will stop you from doing what I have asked you to do. It used to be an impossible obstacle. The fact that you are here will prove that I put my hand on you. It may be easy to see the change. People who were skeptical or hostile might not be able to deny the change that was happening in front of them. Once I finish my work, you won't have to explain what I am doing. It will write itself. The weight of being ready has been lifted, the time of wandering is over, and what I promised is now real. Do not be afraid to move forward. I will be with you every step of the way. However, the adventure before isn't always one of uncertainty. Sometimes, my beloved toddler, it's one of fulfilled expectation. Now that the season of small steps is over, I want you to take a bold step in the vastness of what I have planned. Forget your indecision. I've built a strong foundation that nothing can shake. The winds that were blowing before have changed to help you move forward with divine speed. You are leaving behind what you know and the limits of human information. The path ahead isn't marked by the steps of those who came before you, because I'm going to do something amazing in your life. As I unfold, there is no blueprint made by human hands that can explain what it all means. In areas where the sound transformed, your voice will carry significance. I have transformed the very ground you stand on into a platform to showcase my strength. I've discovered that what's happening to you isn't for your personal gain. It's for kingdom purposes that currently defy your comprehension. Every problem that looked like it would never go away is now falling apart before my decree. The systems that limited your achievements, the ceilings that stopped you from rising, and the restrictions that stopped you from moving don't stay in place. I have made it possible for you to freely enter the nation states I know you to be in. I can help you tell what's real and what's fake. Lies won't be able to hide behind a front, and distractions won't lead you off track. I releasing clarity that illuminates the hidden intentions behind every opportunity, connection, and decision. My presence will blaze before you, creating a path where none previously existed. The people who used to be against you may discover that they can't stand up to the authority I've given you. Nothing can stop the force of my divine appointment. Your spirit will work at a frequency that isn't common in the herbal world. What I'm putting into you is knowledge that goes beyond understanding, beyond testing, and beyond enjoyment. It's knowledge that comes from an endless source, unbounded by time and human boundaries. You can see beyond what you can see, hear beyond what you hear, and move beyond what you think will happen. For the doors I'm opening, people will need the most basic level of education I can provide them. To get this task done, you will no longer have to work hard. You will have to give up. Let go of the need to control the way things are done. What I'm planning is too big for you to handle. The weight of my glory can be what keeps you going, not the work you do with your hands. The speeding up of your lives will make you pass people who were once thought to be ahead of you. Don't judge your progress by what other people want, because the pace I've set for you is clear. You are neither behind schedule nor in opposition. You are exactly where you need to be, and my promises are coming true right on time. What I'm going to say is better than anything you had planned for yourself. What you were hoping for turned out to be just a glimpse, a small part of my whole plan. My mind is much closer to you than you thought, and my provision goes beyond what you thought it would. But the stretching you feel isn't a sign of stress. It's a sign of your ability growing. I'm helping you prepare for what's coming. You're building up energy. It is getting better at being resilient and having persistent thoughts. This course is not just schooling to stay alive. It is schooling for power. Some of the best places for me to find your call are the ones that are already taken. You should not attempt to gain attention or approval from individuals who no longer share my perspective. My wish for your life is clear, and proof of my hand will end all doubt. All the sources needed for this next assignment are already lined up. I will withhold no provision, no tool, and no help. I have called on the right people, set up divine connections, and planned events to ensure that everything you need is available at the exact time you need it. This event is the start of something bigger than you thought it would be. I have plans for you that aren't just about approximate growth, they are also about approximate change. You're not just starting a new bankruptcy. You're entering a whole new world. Hold on tight, because my plan is quickly coming together. If you look to the left or right, things will try to take your attention away from what I'm showing you. Keep your eyes on me at all times, and you won't stray. The systems of this world will no longer decide how successful you are. The systems of people will no longer decide your fate. You will follow a national order set by my decree, not by earthly standards. The limitations perceived by others no longer apply to you because my desires transcend natural boundaries. What you're wearing isn't always normal, and neither is the calling on your life. The weight of your challenge calls for divine empowerment, and I'm giving you everything you need to walk in the fullness of what I have. Speaking out loud, don't worry when things change quickly. But looks like trouble is actually alignment. I'm moving everything around to ensure you're in the best place. Divine orchestration definitely orchestrates those seemingly unexpected changes in your favor. Don't worry about what's coming. Only success lies ahead. Don't be uncertain. Only the finishing touches lie ahead. And don't be afraid. Only the best forward motion lies ahead. You are about to enter a world where my words are not only heard, but also felt. Now the wait is over. We are now in the manifestation. What was once a promise from a long time ago is now a gift of truth. Amen.